Let's talk about something a lot of y'all don't know about. I know you've probably heard about the Drake and the X beef, but the J.Cole and the X beef is also extremely prominent. What am I talking about? Well, in this video, I'll explain to you exactly the beef between X and J.Cole and everything that occurred between the two rappers. Let's get into it. Let's start with the beginning, where J.Cole discovered who X was. As a lot of y'all, we either discovered X through one of three things: this video of him getting punched at a concert, this mugshot, or his death. These are the three prominent ones. And J.Cole found out who X was through the first video.
Last year, I decided like, yo, I gotta stop that shit. Like, I have to allow myself to be a fan of whatever the fuck enters my life. So like last year, and the kid got punched on stage. Kid X got punched on stage. And it was like clearly big enough to like make it into my realm. We was on tour or something, niggas like, yo, you just see this kid get knocked the fuck out? We watching the video like, oh shit. Getting the backstory, boom, boom. I don't know who none of these kids are at the time. Then I'm like, but damn, like, what does bro do? Like, so that leads me to like hear some of his shit. And I'm like, damn, this nigga's actually talented, boom, boom. And leads me to an interview. And then that's how I got on, like.
After you see a video like that, you want to find out who that rapper is, and that's exactly what J.Cole did. J.Cole wanted to find out who that was and why it happened, and if there's anything he could do to prevent such from happening. Now, as time would go on, J.Cole would drop a song called False Prophets, where he takes shots at different people such as Kanye for not realizing and people just allowing him to grow into the state that he's growing into, and nobody's saying anything. X took False Prophets to heart, and when X was on the XXL freshman freestyle, he took shots at J.Cole.
Jesus wasn't white nor black, I can't knock it. Was somewhat an Arab and one hell of a prophet. Don't understand why J.Cole talking about false prophets, but didn't mention higher ups, changing name to Amber Cole. These fucking entertainers is playing it by the rules.
He expresses frustration for trustworthiness of the government, and he expresses frustration with J.Cole. He said, don't understand why J.Cole talked about false prophets, but don't mention higher ups. The big thing that X is trying to talk about is that on False Prophets, J.Cole took aim at rappers for not living up to the expectations as a role model in the rap game. X comes at J.Cole, who he believes is a hypocrite and just as disappointing. Now this hits two ways with the fans. Either fans will look at X and be like, yo X, congrats on calling out J.Cole, or they'll look at X, and this is the first time hearing of X, be like, hey yo, X is attacking another rapper, this doesn't look too great on him. But J.Cole would clap back, and J.Cole would call X out further and say that these newborn rappers can't rap and they can't freestyle. All in all, going after this new age of rappers, of 6ix9ine, of Lil Pump, saying that these aren't rappers, these are entertainers. X took this to heart, and X turned this right back around. X dropped this crazy freestyle after J.Cole challenges him, and I'll let y'all listen to it fully in full entirety to see what X had to say to J.Cole.
Sever the mind, wonder what you'll find within the soul's divine. Put on my ice, watch your niggas slip, think you will not suffice. Make them idle, all every infamous time becomes a fucking rival. Basically battle the devil within himself, he faced the fucking tidal wave. Hands moving all in my fucking face, I hate this place. Goddamn disgusted by my face, I feel like wasted damn skin cause the tint that's on my face. You see that?
As you can see, X made his own freestyle over a classic hip-hop beat, and he responded to J. Cole's challenge. And after this, he even got on the phone with J. Cole and spoke to him on a 3-hour-long conversation that was really intense. Now this would allow for them to put their beef behind them. Calling each other up on the phone and actually talking shows some sense of moving forward and moving together in harmony. Now, I don't mean to fabricate any of the stories, but there's nothing between J. Cole and X after this occurred. The next thing we heard of J. Cole referring to X was in 2019 when he was on the spring cover of XXL, and in his interview he explained how he shows support and empathy towards X, Kodak Black, and 6ix9ine, all of these rappers who have faced sexual misconduct allegations. Addressing exactly about X, because that's the reason why we're here today, to listen to X and J. Cole's beef, he explains that the two artists had a single lengthy FaceTime session where they finally got to know each other. So they actually called each other up and they actually had that conversation I was talking about. J. Cole saying he started off the conversation literally on some he didn't even say hello. He started off basically saying, I'm not on your level yet. He was talking about spirituality and mentally, and that was intense because I was like, huh? I'm not on no level. He was praising me while also saying he was going to achieve whatever it is he felt that I had. I've dealt with mentally ill people in my life before, many of them. And right away I noticed that this kid is super passionate and smart. I could also see that he was deep in his mind. Interesting take for J. Cole to say about the analysis on X's character. The analysis that J. Cole knows what people are supposed to be like. J. Cole also graduated university. He's seen and he's learned different subjects that allow you to look into different people and how they act and what they say. Now, not to praise him for just finishing university, the reason I bring that up is because he's taken different time to actually analyze, have conversations with people, and he's been through life as he is an older rapper to analyze what people are like. And him saying that X is deep in his mind is an interesting take. I've never heard this take said before. It's interesting because J. Cole analyzing X like this puts him in character. We know that X was deep in his mind. We know that he did think a lot in his life. But there's multiple ways we can look at this. Either one, X was really amazed by Cole and J. Cole that he could even talk to him, and he actually looked up to J. Cole. And the second way, that being very unprofessional in this sense. But even if he's unprofessional with J. Cole, it's totally okay. It's totally okay to be however way you want to be. You don't have to act some type of way when you're on a call with someone. You can be who you want to be when it's regards to this. When you talk to someone, you get to be who you want to be, and it's up to you to choose who you want to be. It's totally okay to be like, yo, I think you're really cool. Like, I admire your character. Because at the end of the day, we're all just characters in this whole universe. We're all just characters in our life. We walk around and we walk, we talk, we have different experiences, we talk about different things, and we all bring different things to the table. Be who you want to be. Don't change for anybody. Hold it true to yourself, who you want to be. You know yourself best, to be honest. I can't tell you who you're supposed to be. I can only say words that may motivate you into figuring out who you want to be. So right here, we see that X was himself in this conversation with J. Cole, which is really, really dope. Now back to the article, J. Cole also wasn't aware of the charges when they first spoke, the charges against X with Geneva. But he said finding out made him want to help X. When I found out about the abuse allegations against him, my first response was, man, I hope maybe one day I'll get a chance to talk to this kid and figure out if there's any place that I can help. Because anybody who would do that stuff that he did, hurt people. I'm gonna be sympathetic to the kid who has clearly been through so much stuff that he inflicted this on someone else. Interesting take on J. Cole. J. Cole wanting to take effort into talking with X and actually learning why he would do such things, learning his own character in order to try to help him as a friend. J. Cole wanted to be X's friend. Although there was beef at the beginning, it all turns good. J. Cole's one who does this. J. Cole's one who wants to fix things and help things. Even if he may be looking like, ooh, look at J. Cole, look what he did in that Kendrick beef. Bro, J. Cole actually looks out for people. J. Cole actually cares about people in his life. He's being a genuine rapper instead of just being an entertainer out here. Yes, he does a great job at being an entertainer, but outside of the entertainment business, he does an amazing job at being a human being. He does an amazing job at being a human being, to be honest. It just shows it. He never got the opportunity to do this because X did pass away before he did get the chance to talk about his allegations with X, but he wanted to. He wanted to do it. He says he wanted to do it. And this wasn't for clout because we've never heard about this. I've never heard about this until today. I've never heard that J. Cole wanted to help X until today. If it was for clout, we would have been hearing about it 4 or 5 years ago. But it's not. J. Cole's a genuine human being who wants to help someone. Take it as it is. For you, try to learn something today. Try to learn that, hey, yo, maybe it's okay to be a genuine human being. Maybe it's okay to ask, like, yo, how you feeling? Why do you act like that? Maybe it's okay to do that. Maybe it's okay to be a person. I really hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. But all in all, thank you for watching this YouTube video. If you really mess with the content, I have other type of videos where I do a similar type of thing. I also have a Discord channel, and you can interact with me there if you want to talk. Give me video ideas in the comments below. I read all the comments. Appreciate your insights and your help. Make sure to like, subscribe. See you next time, guys. Take care.